And what a bit of kit to have on your bike. As I say, what this has done for my CF Moto here, my entry-level CF Moto, is it's brought to this bike a lot of the features that you actually find on the Explore model. Hey up, welcome or welcome back as the case may be. Now today I have yet another product review for you, and I'm particularly interested in this one because what it represents is an affordable electronics upgrade for any bike that doesn't have quite all the bells and whistles that you might wish for. Now, regular viewers to this channel will be aware that I recently bought a new CF Moto 800 MT. And I bought the entry-level version, the sport version, because that was just about within my budget. And that comes with the minimum number of electronic features in its package, albeit that it comes with cruise control, a very smart 7-inch TFT with smartphone interoperability, and other bits and bats, but nothing too exotic. If you want things like tyre pressure monitoring, for example, and other more advanced features of interoperability with your smartphone, for example, and GPS, then you need to spend quite a bit more money, up to £1,000 more, to get the better equipped models in the range, and that normally applies to most modern bikes, certainly adventure bikes. So yeah, I'm pretty interested in seeing how this bit of kit here that I'm about to show you fares as a usable upgrade to pretty much any motorcycle that doesn't quite have all the premium features that you might want, tech-wise. Of course, if you're not tech-minded and you're not into any of that, you might not be interested in this. Feel free to move on, but stick around if I were you, because you don't know what you'll be missing, because you might be surprised, just as I was, about what you get for your money with this here bit of kit. So let's start with unboxing it then, and I'm talking about this being the Aoocci, I think I've got that pronunciation right, the Aoocci, and it's labelled as basically a waterproof GPS system, but there's an awful lot more to this device than that. So there are three models, and this is the model with the most features. It's the P501DT. Hey, and we'll find out exactly what that means. So let's have a look what's in this here box. Right then. Off we go. Get the old packaging out of the way. So first off is the unit itself, and this is the display screen that you'll be getting. So there, it's a 5-inch TFT. It comes already fitted at the back with a particular form of mount for your handlebars, but others are available. The wires coming out of the back, these, the coloured ones, are actually for a forward and rear facing dash cam. I know it's not a dash cam on a motorcycle, but it serves the same purpose. It continually records video front and rear of your bike, and you can access that video content at any time. It's in a loop. So if you're out and about and you have any dodgy encounters, or if you just happen to ride through an interesting situation that you'd like to be able to review, you can do that with this system. So yeah, that's the screen. A 5-inch TFT feels excellent quality, feels just the same quality as my Garmin Zumo. Very similar indeed. But yeah, these here wires out the back are basically for your forward and rear facing video cameras. So that's the bit that goes on the handlebars in front of you. And then in the kit as well, obviously you get your two cameras together with various means of mounting them to your bike. So you have a front camera and a rear camera, and they are quite bijou, to be fair. Let's have a little look. So yeah, there you are. That's one of the cameras, so I reckon you could quite discreetly attach that to your bike, front or rear. So you get two of them in the kit. What else we got here? We've got the wiring harness, and obviously this connects up to the TFT module, and on the wiring harness there are three connections. One to the positive terminal on your battery, one to earth or the negative terminal on your battery, and the yellow one here is to a switched live. So on my CF motor that I'm going to fit this to, I'm just going to have to track down a switched live of some description. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But yeah, that's the gubbins, what connects everything to the power supply on your bike. What else do we get? We get these here tyre pressure monitoring devices, and these connect via Bluetooth to the TFT unit. One for the front of the bike, one for the rear, and they just replace the dust caps. And once you've set the system up, it gives you a fully comprehensive, fully featured TPMS tyre pressure monitoring system. So you can set your parameters for the warning light to come on at whatever you set as too higher pressure or too lower pressure. So you get these little bad boys here that replace your dust caps and connect to the TFT and give you real-time tyre pressure readouts. You also get a number of different mounting options to mount the TFT to your handlebars, and you also get here a little shade, and this here shade screws on top of your TFT, from what I can gather. Yeah, and that basically sort of keeps out any extraneous light. So yeah, what else do we get? So yeah, there's the instructions. So without further ado, let's see how we go about fitting this here equipment to my CF Moto 800 MT. Let's see how we get on. Yeah, so the first thing that I did was to fit a bit of kit called a Aoocci Thunderbox. Now these are available for about 65 quid. They're a clever piece of electronic wizardry that allows you to run up to 4 accessories direct from your battery. And what it actually does is it connects to the battery, and it provides for some form of interface between the battery and your accessory. That means that the power supply is not live until the engine is up and running and the alternator feed steady. So you need never worry about any of your accessories connected via a Aoocci Thunderbox ever flattening your battery, because they will only power on once the engine is up and running. So you don't have to do it this way with the Aoocci kit. you get a power lead which also contains an accessory lead, and you would need to locate a switched live somewhere on the bike to be able to attach to that the yellow wire, the accessory wire. The other two you can attach direct to the battery. But the Heeltech Thunderbox makes the whole thing a lot more straightforward. So here you can see I'm fitting that little bit of kit, which will also enable me to run my Garmin Zumo from there, the Aoocci kit, and any other bits and bats that I might want to run, which would only be powered up with the engine running. So that's not part of this this package. You have to buy that separately, the Heeltech Thunderbox, and it's up to you entirely whether you do so, but I found that it made the whole job a lot easier. Right, so to actually connect the Aoocci TFT module there to the Thunderbox terminals, you basically need to cut off the connectors that come with it and strip back a bit of bare wire. And what you will need to do then is to feed the respective positive and negative wires of the unit there into the respective positive and negative terminal blocks that come from the Heeltech Thunderbox, or to your battery terminals if you're wiring direct. And if you're wiring direct to the battery, then obviously don't cut off the connectors. Don't cut off those little ends that are soldered onto the wires to allow you to connect them to the battery terminals. So it depends which method you choose to adopt. Okay, so here you can see me stripping the wires back and connecting them to the respective terminals, and there's one terminal block for live and one terminal block for negative or earth. Now this bit's quite important if you're using the Thunderbox method of connectivity. I, by trial and error, established that if you connect the positive from the Aoocci kit to the positive terminal block on the Thunderbox and the negative to the negative terminal block on the Thunderbox, and leave the yellow accessory lead unattached to anything, the unit will not power up when you fire up the bike. As you can see here, with those two connections made and nothing done with the accessory yellow lead, nothing happens. So yeah, what you actually need to do is to make sure that both the red positive wire from the Aoocci kit and the yellow accessory wire from the Aoocci kit go together into the positive terminal of the Heeltech Thunderbox. The negative, the black wire, still goes into the negative terminal, but the positive terminal, you need to connect the yellow wire and the red wire together in the same terminal. That way you'll find that the system fires up fine, as we shall see. Right, and now, so before you go about actually fitting the Aoocci TFT to your handlebars or wherever, best to tidy up the wiring best you can. I have a fair bit going on here because I've obviously got my battery tender, my Optimate 4 leads, and obviously my Garmin Zumo leads. Now obviously the Optimate doesn't connect to the Heeltech Thunderbox because that charges the battery, but into the Thunderbox I have got wired in the Garmin Zumo lead and also the Aoocci kit, and altogether that leaves a fair bit of wiring under the seat there, so best to tidy that up with a few zip ties, and then it's simply a matter of connecting 3 leads to the Aoocci unit, the power feed and the front and rear video camera feeds, and then just finding a way, depending on your particular bike, how to route the cables neatly and tidily to the various points on the bike as required. Right then, so I'll just show you how I've got everything set up on the bike with this Aoocci system. And front camera there, I've mounted just under that front piece of trim there. That's the most obvious place for it. And they are secured in place with some supplied 3M adhesive pads that I'm sure we're all familiar with. So that's the front camera, that there. And the back camera I've mounted under the top box because I don't think I'm ever going to be taking that top box off. So the rear camera is mounted there again with the 3M pad. You can adjust it up and down, and also swivel this piece around as well, so that you've got the image the right way up. So that's the cameras. I've obviously got the Aoocci TFT there in the middle, and I've got the Garmin fitted as well, so might be able to do a bit of comparison between the two there. And as you saw in the fitting video, I've utilised the Heeltech Thunderbox as a means of providing for both the Garmin and that Aoocci TFT there to come on when the engine's up and running. Clever bit of kit. You just need to remember to wire the Aoocci harness in the correct way. It's very, very obvious. The instructions are very straightforward indeed. I won't insult your intelligence by going through it, other than to say that to work with the Thunderbox, you just need to make sure that on the Aoocci harness the yellow and red wires go in together into the positive feed. Aye, so looks quite neat there. The rest you can't go wrong. Connecting up the front and rear cameras, it's just colour matching the connectors. There's a red power connector, and there's a green and a black front and rear video connectors. You just cannot go wrong. I mean, the biggest challenge is actually getting the wires to route cleanly under the panels, etc. But that will be different for every bike, so there's not a lot of point in me going into detail about that. Yeah, so and the other thing is the tyre pressure monitoring, and if you can see there, you just replace your dust caps with the sensor A for the front and sensor B for the back. I'm not sure if we can see that, but yeah, take my word for it, it is there. Right, so let us then, I'll just fire the bike up so you can see the system come to life. Now, yesterday I paired my iPhone 13 to the Aoocci, and it should therefore automatically connect. So let's see how we get on. Just a bit awkward with having it in place there, but of course different for different bikes. Right, let's just bring her to life. And the way the Thunderbox works is we wait a few seconds, the Garmin will come on, and then the Aoocci will come on. There we go. Okay, so this is the home screen that you get. Now the video cameras you access there, and as you can see we've got the front view here. Just come back out of that. We've got the front view here, forward view here, and the rear view is inset like a screen arrangement there. And yeah, pretty clear really. It's not going to be sort of YouTube quality, but it's more than enough for the purposes for which it was intended. So that's the camera system, and you of course you can press record. You need to have an SD card fitted under here, which I've yet to do, but then you can press record and it records in a continuous loop. So you've always got coverage front and rear should anything occur. To get back to the home menu, it's always the little house icon there. Eventually, there we go. And then we've got CarPlay interoperability, and there you can see it's connected to my phone, and you can go into your text messages, any music on your phone, and you can go into navigation, maps. So if we go into maps, you'll see there we have a display of where we currently are, and then to press go will just take you there. Go to the menu icon bottom left there, and you're back to the main menu. So there's your phone functionality for calls, your music, your navigation, your text messages. I assume that's to show you what music's currently playing. Back to your home screen, you've got podcasts and audio books if you like to listen to audio books while you're riding. And yeah, so very familiar Apple CarPlay there. There is also the Android equivalent if you're using an Android phone. So if we go to the home menu again, so yeah, there's your video again. Your settings are all here, so you can set your volume, time, Wi-Fi, any screensavers you might want. All your settings are in there, fairly straightforward stuff. Come out of that, and that's to set up your phone. So just pair your phone in the normal way, just go into your Bluetooth settings on your phone and connect. It's very straightforward. And you can have the panel display while you're riding, and that gives you PSI or bar tyre pressures front and rear, your speed, a little analog speedometer there as well. So all the information you might need, and your GPS information is, let me see, there, yep, that one. So, and there you've got your GPS status, accuracy, bearing, latitude, longitude, elevation, hey, you name it. Yeah, so you're probably going to be going with that mode there. So you've got your tyre pressures, and you can set your tyre pressure readout to sound an alarm if it goes below a certain threshold, which you can set for yourself. If you don't want to use the touch screen, there are some standard press buttons at the side there. But other than that, I think what an excellent piece of additional electronic functionality for not a lot of money. So let's get on the road with this here system. And there we go. So yeah, the menu that comes up initially is the main menu. So we've got the video recorder there, and there you can see what's behind us and what's ahead, and the record button once there is an SD card fitted. And because my iPhone is paired already, straight away we're into Apple CarPlay, where you can view your texts and your music, such as you have, and your navigation, all really quick and seamless. Go main menu, take you back to that, and you can just access any of the screens, which obviously include whatever functionalities on your phone, your WhatsApp. Yeah, message or call, Google Maps. You see, so everything basically you've got on your iPhone or your Android phone is replicated on that TFT, both in terms of its appearance and its functionality. And because I have this paired to my Cardo Scala Rider headset, then whatever phone calls I need to make or receive, I can pick up through the earphones inside this helmet, and it's crystal clear. Likewise for any music or audio books that you might want to play, or your BBC sounds, you name it, whatever you've got on your phone, you've got on this here device. But you know, you've also got additional features. So there's navigation. And if we go to home screen, there we go. Oh, could even do a Zoom call. Hey, now we're talking. And yeah, so you get the general gist. And then there's obviously the tyre pressure monitoring, and the video screen. There's the GPS screen that talks you, or tells you rather, what elevation you've been at, what speeds you've been doing, what the ambient temperature's been, all of that good stuff. And I highly, highly recommend it. Whenever you get something at what appears to be a fairly reasonable price compared with the competition, there's always the tendency to anticipate that it'll be noticeably lacking somewhere along the line, but that is not the case with this here bit of kit. The quality of the TFT screen is right up there, and I can't differentiate between the sort of quality of those graphics there and what's actually on my massively more expensive iPhone 13 Pro Max thingy. But yeah, there's an awful lot of functionality in this here bit of kit. Yeah, I've been sort of using this now on and off for the best part of a week, and it's performed absolutely flawlessly. And you think about what you normally have to pay in terms of extras for added technology on any given model of modern motorcycle that has the TFT screen arrangement here. You know, if you want things like TPMS and forward and rear facing video cameras with the record facility, and you want Apple CarPlay, the Android equivalent, and all of that stuff, you have to pay quite a good bit more to you know, to get those features as standard. Or you can just buy this kit here, and really easy to fit. I mean, I'm not known for my spattering genius, hey, especially when it comes to auto electrics, bike electrics. Oh, it can be a bit of a nightmare with me, but this was so straightforward. Everything colour coded. I mean, there's only 3 leads basically. There's one for the front camera, one for the rear camera, and then there's the power lead. And once you've connected the power lead up, in my case using the Heeltech Thunderbox, or you prefer by connecting it to the battery and to a switched live on the bike, that's the extent of your electrical work. All the other functionality of this kit here is done by Bluetooth. The tyre pressure sensors are connected by Bluetooth. Obviously your smartphone is connected via Bluetooth. Your headset's connected via Bluetooth, and there are no issues in searching for and connecting devices to the Bluetooth network. No issues whatsoever. Really straightforward, because sometimes you can struggle a little bit with Bluetooth, you know, with the device not found and all of that nonsense, and it becomes absolutely infuriating. However, in the case of this kit, it's found my iPhone, it's found the Scala Rider comms unit, it's found the TPMS sensors on the front and rear tyres, no problem whatsoever. And as I say, the only bit of hard wiring to do is the power feed and the video cameras, and that is it. And let me tell you, the biggest challenge and there's no point in me showing you this because it's different for every bike, is neatly routing the cables. But once you've got a plan together about where you're going to run the cables from the front camera and the rear camera, you're away. Aye, look at that. Do gloves work? Let's see. Let's have a look at that. Do gloves work? Hey! Oh, no a bit answer to that. Or maybe it's my gloves. Aye, yes, so the Aoocci waterproof navigator. This is the top of the range model, which comes with the tyre sensors and the cameras. There's a basic model that doesn't come with the cameras or the TPMS. So I think there's 3 models. This will be the top of the range. It's got everything. And if you want to buy one of these and you go through the affiliate link in the description below, you will get, courtesy of me, 18% off. Yes, 18% off, 1/8, nearly a fifth off the normal price. And do so by following the link in the description below and using the discount code TBW18. That's TBW18. And what a bit of kit to have on your bike. As I say, what this has done for my CF Moto here, my entry-level CF Moto, is it's brought to this bike a lot of the features that you actually find on the Explore model. Aye, so there we go. Hope that was of some interest to you. If it was, please click a like, please subscribe, please hit the notifications bell and ensure that notifications for YouTube are enabled on whatever device it is that you watch this content. I would really appreciate that. So yeah, great bit of kit. Right, that's it for today. So until the next time, and in the meantime, ride safe, be kind, and all silly.